Assalamualaikum students. Hope you all are good and fine. Okay, so we have started with our chapter, that is chapter number 4. Emerging technologies. In this, students, we have seen emerging technologies, then Internet of Things, and we had seen the examples also, the working of the Internet of Things, and the applications, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, and then we had seen cloud computing. Okay, the first thing which we had seen in this is IoT, that is Internet of Things. And next one was, we have started with cloud computing. Today also we are going to continue with this cloud computing because this is little bit lengthy topic. Okay, so we have started with this and we have seen what is cloud computing, the definition of cloud computing, the cloud term in context of cloud computing. We have seen that it refers to the servers, basically servers that are accessed over the internet. Okay, students, servers that are accessed over the internet. Okay, this we had seen. Getting students, and the software and the data that run on those servers. Okay, or the databases we can see. So together we can say cloud computing is a very good and new technology which provides us with lots of features and facilities. Here we don't have to buy means that the user or the company or the organization, we don't have to buy any physical hardware or software. That means we can say that users and companies don't have to manage physical servers themselves or run software applications on the machine or on their own machine. Okay, students, and this technology, the emerging technologies, they have done a lot of favor to different organizations, and it has led to you can say the rising growth in technology because it reduces the human interference. Okay, students, there is a very less human interference, or we can say no human interference or human to computer. Okay, so we had started with the cloud computing. We had seen one diagram also, and the models of computing, this topic, models of computing, we have started with this topic, and we have seen what 3 types of cloud computing are there. 3 types of cloud computing are there. In this, students, we have already completed which one? We have completed IaaS. What is IaaS? Infrastructure as a service. In last lecture, students, we have started with infrastructure as a service, and in this we have seen how this infrastructure as a service provides us or the companies with different features. Okay, 3 computing or cloud computing models are there, students, and in this we have already completed infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service, what we have seen, students, that IaaS gives access to storage, networking, servers and other computing resources via the cloud. Okay, and one example I can give you the cloud is what, students? The Gmail suite. I'll just show you the picture of Gmail suite, students. Gmail Suite is the best example of cloud computing. As you can see that Gmail Suite provides with so many different applications, features, okay, for their users. Look, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Forms, Google Docs. That means this is handled by the Microsoft, okay. So here you don't have to bother about the management of any server. You can access these applications from anywhere or from any devices, okay, in the worldwide, wherever, and you can have any device for this access as long as you are connected to the internet. Okay, students. So cloud computing gives us a very, you can say, the best features how to manage things without worrying or without bothering about the servers, because it is managed by the cloud computing. So we have seen the IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service, what students? It provides the automated and scalable environments that provide a high degree of control and flexibility for the user. Okay, as we have seen that it uses the virtualization technology. Yes, students, do you remember it uses what? Virtualization technology. Here it means what, students? Cloud-based infrastructure resources that are delivered to the organization via virtualization technology that help organization build and manage their servers, networks, operating system and data storage. Okay, so IaaS, that is the infrastructure as a service, customer can control their own data without having to physically manage it on site. Getting, students? So using this, what they can access and store data on servers via APIs. We have seen the APIs also, student. What is APIs? Yes, application programming interface. We had also seen one example also of application programming interface. Okay, student, then we had seen the key features also. Okay, what API does? It allows two or more applications. So we can say the multiple application to talk to each other. In other words, we can say an API is the messenger that delivers your request to the provider. And from provider, what it does? It delivers response back to you. That is the user. Okay, students. So this is the task of the IaaS, that is the infrastructure as a service. Okay, then key features, we have seen that instead of purchasing hardware, users pay for the infrastructure as a service on demand. That means as per the use, you can pay. There is no need to have the, in advance anything. You can just pay on demand and you can have the access to the infrastructure, that is the servers on demand. Okay, and infrastructure is scalable. Scalable means according to the processing, according to the storage, you can do the scalability of the infrastructure. And then what, organizations and we can say the enterprises, whoever is having this facility, they can also save the cost of building and maintaining their own hardware, because students, it is done by the cloud computing. The management of the server is done by the cloud computing, so there is no need to buy any special hardware or software, okay, to manage the service. Okay, so hope you've understood this revision of IaaS. Now, what will start with PaaS. The second computing model is PaaS. PaaS. It stands for Platform as a Service. Platform as a service. Okay, students. Now, platform as a service. Now, what this service gives to the users or the organization, students, what a service provider offers access to a cloud based environment in which users can develop, manage and deliver applications. That means what, students? In short, it provides a framework, we can say. A framework, a layout. Okay, students, what PaaS does, platform as a service? It provides or offers access to a cloud-based environment in which users can develop, manage and deliver applications. In addition to storage and other computing resources, users are able to use a suite of pre-built tools to develop, customize and test their own applications. Okay, students, what? As it gives us what? A framework, a layout in short, we can say. So it is what here a service provider offers. A service provider offers, as I have said, students, that in cloud computing, third-party vendors plays a very important role, and third-party vendors are what? This, students, they are the service providers. Okay, so a service provider offers access to a cloud-based environment. To a cloud-based environment. Okay, students, in which users can develop, and manage, or we can say manage and deliver applications. And deliver applications. Okay, students, a service provider, that is a third party, we can say, offers access to cloud-based environment in which users can develop, manage and deliver applications. And what we have seen that in addition to this, it also provides storage and other computing resources in which users are able to use a suite of pre-built tools to develop, customize and test their own applications. Okay, in short, students, what it gives? It gives the framework, we can say, or the layout, we can say. Why? Because here the users can develop their own applications, okay, which is provided by the PaaS, that is platform as a service, where a suite of pre-built tools are developed, okay, where a user can customize and test their own applications. Okay, so it provides a very good feature, okay, because users can have their own customized applications, students. So according to the requirement, they can customize, okay, they can develop and they can test their applications according to their requirement. So again, it's a very good feature of cloud computing in the model of PaaS, that is the platform as a service. Okay, students. So in general terms, we can say it provides a framework to developers to build custom or customized applications. What it means, students, in general terms? That it provides a framework to developers to build what? Custom applications, we can say. And users can also test their applications. Getting, students? So it isn't delivering a software over the internet, but it's providing an online platform that's accessible to different developers to create software delivered over the network. Okay, students, because we are working on the network, students. Okay, so here what it gives, students, it also what? Provides the online platforms. Okay, so it is not just delivering a software over the internet, but also providing an online platform that's accessible to different developers, okay, to create software delivered over the internet. Nowadays you have seen so many frameworks are available. If you want to create any website, there are so many websites which provides you with the dummy software. We can say there are so many freewares available, okay. So with the use of that freeware, you can freely access that particular software for a limited period of time, and you can have the the framework from that, and you can build your own software, okay students. So it is again the type of platform, okay, like we are having shareware, freeware, okay. So this also provides online platform that is accessible to different developers to create software delivered over the internet. Like we are nowadays, we are having so many online forms. Google Forms are there, okay. Then .com forms are there. I mean, so many forms are available. So you can customize according to your requirement. They are just giving the pre-built framework, and in that framework you can have your own requirements, your own fields on that particular form, and you can test and you can deliver it over the internet, okay students. So again, what it also let the developers to build custom applications online without having to deal with data serving, storage and management. Why students? Because it is done by cloud computing, okay students. So as I have said you earlier, that cloud computing refers to a server where the user or the organization doesn't have to bother about the maintenance of the physical hardware or the maintenance of the server or the hardware. Why? Because it is done by the cloud computing. So this PaaS, that is platform as a service, let the developers to build custom application, okay, online without having to deal with data serving, storage and management, okay. So that means the user or the developer doesn't have to bother, they don't have to bother that where the data is going to be stored or managed, because it is done by the platform as a service, cloud computing, okay students. And the example, the best example here, and you have to find out more examples students. I'm giving you only 2 examples here. The example of PaaS, that is platform as a service, is Google App Engine, Google App Engine and OpenShift. These are the 2 examples of platform as a service, okay students. Platform as a service, what here Google App Engine provides students, it provides you with the platform so that you can develop the different types of application and you can test it on your own. We'll just see whether it's available or not on the internet. We'll just have a look. Google App Engine. Just have a look here. What this is the images, Google which they are using students, Google App Engine. So with this you can just create your own customized application students. It provides you with different types of services and cloud computing platform for developing and hosting web applications in Google managed data centers, because it is given by the Google, so it will give you the platform managed by the Google centers, data centers, okay students. So this is the type of, we can say, the facility available with cloud computing model, platform as a service, okay students. So and next one is the OpenShift. What is OpenShift? We'll just have a look for that also. OpenShift. Okay, OpenShift is also a what? It is also a software. Okay, even it provides you the platform, gives you the service built in around Docker containers, orchestrated and managed by Kubernetes on a foundation of Red Hat. It is provided by Red Hat students. Okay, so it is a Red Hat based platform and Google is the Google based platform. Okay, so these are the two types of software which provides the user with the facility of building the applications according to the requirement with pre-built tools, okay, to develop, customize and test their own applications. Okay, so here we have seen IaaS is using the virtualization technology to provide the server to the users, whereas PaaS, platform as a service, provides you what? With the framework, we can say the suite of pre-built tools. Okay, just remember this, that it provides what? Suite of pre-built tools. Because these tools gives the users the facility what? To develop, customize and test their own applications which they have created with pre-built tools, okay, given by the cloud computing with the model of PaaS, that is platform as a service. Okay, now we'll just have a look on the key features. Key features of PaaS. What are the key features? Key features. We'll just have a look of key features. What are the key features? What key features of PaaS students? It provides a platform with tools to test, develop and host applications in the same environment. Okay students, as it gives you the cloud-based environment, so the user can host applications in the same environment along with testing and developing of that particular application. What? It provides a platform with tools to develop, test and host applications in the same environment. Okay students, next what it gives, it enables organizations to focus on development without having a worry about underlying infrastructure. Okay students, the next key feature is what? It enables organizations to focus on developments without having a worry about the underlying infrastructure. because this is done by the cloud computing students, so no need to worry that what infrastructure is there, because everything is hosted by, or we can say the managed by the cloud computing. Okay, then next feature is what the providers manage security, operating systems, server, software and backups. The providers, as I've said, that providers plays a very important role. They are the third party vendors, students. So providers manage security, operating system, server, software and backups. Okay, students. So this is the task of the providers. Those who are providing the services, is the task of them to manage the security, operating system, servers, software and backups. And the fourth one is it facilitates collaborative work even if team works remotely. Very important feature, students. What it does, it facilitates collaborative work even if team works remotely. What does it mean, students? That whether the team or the team members, they are at remote place, then too it is not we can say the thing to worry, because it facilitates collaborative work. That means if your teams are remotely located somewhere, or if they are at some other place where you are not there, but then too you can be connected with them, and it provides you with the collaboration of your work. Okay, so it's a very good feature, we can say, that if you are nearby or at the remote place, it doesn't matter. Okay, because it gives you the collaboration with your teammates. Okay, so that you can work in collaboration. Getting, students? So these are the 4 important features of platform as a service. What are those? It provides a platform with tools to develop, test and host applications in the same environment, because it provides you the cloud-based environment. Second is, it enables organizations to focus on developments without having a worry. That means the organization, they don't have to bother about the infrastructure, because it is the task of the cloud. Then it also provides with the feature, okay, that the providers have to manage the security, the operating system, the server, the software and the backups. Means timely backups has to be done, and it is done by the providers itself. That means they have to manage all these things. And the very important feature is what, students, though your team is working remotely, then too it provides you with the collaborative work. Okay, so you need not have to bother about the, what we can say, the overall work or the project which you are doing. You can do on your own, because it gives you the pre-built features or the tools, so that you can develop, you can test, you can host, you can deliver or you can customize your applications on your own. Okay, so these are the features and facilities provided by the platform as a service. Now the third one is your software as a service. Okay, we are going to see this in the next lecture, inshallah. Okay, so until then, stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Okay, Thank you.